A friendly person is always alone. Most of them are due to the following psychology. For most people, making friends is a need. If you are alone all the time, there is nowhere to pour out your inner thoughts. Loneliness and depression are also difficult to resolve. Over time, heart disease may develop. However, there is still a small group of people who are mavericks in society. They like to be alone, don't like to have too much contact with others. I don't want others to peek into my inner world. It's like a lone ranger, living your own little life alone. So, what do they think in their hearts? A little new idea every day, some new insights every day. Welcome to subscribe to Juicy Books. There is a saying, you can't become a fat man by eating one bite. You can't reach the edge of the sky in one step. Meaning, fat people don't become fat just because they eat a bite of food. One cannot reach a distant place in one step. The so-called dripping water pierces stones, piles sand into towers, and grinds pencils into needles. It's all an amazing harvest after precipitation. Read 1,000 books and travel 1,000 miles. Keep moving forward in order to get closer and closer to the goal. Just like another village said, it's not just a mantra. It is another artistic conception after practicing true knowledge and self-precipitation. So, when a person knows how to use the method of self-precipitation, when you don't care about the gains and losses in the process, it shows that he is approaching the other side of success step by step. The philosopher is alone not because he wants to be alone. It's because you can't find the same kind around. Nietzsche had a profound insight into the world and life, referred to as the greatest philosopher by his university tutors. His writings once amazed the world, but it has also received some criticism from peers and friends. They accused him of being too radical, bigoted, and self-righteous in his thinking. As everyone knows, Nietzsche had an uncompromising inner world. Since no one understands, then turn away from the noise. Return to the world of self-reflection. Luzon said, hide in a small building to become a unity. Treat him winter, summer and spring and autumn. You can't find people who resonate at the same frequency in the real world. I had to wander in solitude with its chicken and duck talking, or abandon your own thoughts and blend into the world. It's better to stick to yourself. People have conditioned reflexes, whether in the face of good or bad things. People who have experienced betrayal tend to run away from feelings. No one likes to be alone. It's just that I don't dare to continue walking. After experiencing pain, not all betrayals bring heartbreak. Some people are still enthusiastic after crying, and some people have since embarked on indifference. A loner must be there for a reason. Sushi wrote after experiencing the ups and downs of life. Bamboo cans and shoes are lighter than horses. Who is afraid? A cloud of smoke and rain is ramping's life. Loneliness is the beauty of being alone. Once a person embarks on the path of loneliness, I no longer care whether the weather is stormy or clear. Now on, the world is only in one's own heart. Japan writer Nobuo said, being alone is our best chance to know ourselves. What you lost from the hustle will be found in loneliness. Zeng-Guofen, a famous minister in the late Qing dynasty, has always maintained the habit of writing a diary. One night, Zeng-Guofen dreamed that someone made a windfall. He was very envious and woke up in the morning. Zeng-Guofen was very ashamed of this. He felt that he was thinking about it day and dreaming at night. This led to deep self-remorse. Caution yourself against putting too much emphasis on money. It is precisely because of Zeng-Guofen's insistence that I will save my body 3 times a day. Examine yourself alone in your diary every day. Get a glimpse of your own heart and be strict with yourself. He went from being an ordinary person with mediocre qualifications all the way to become the first of the 4 famous ministers of the late Qing dynasty. It is also known as the first perfect person in the world. When you are alone, you can see your heart most clearly, get a glimpse of your heart and adjust in time, in order to ensure that they will not deviate from the right path. In this world, there are all kinds of people. Some people live a warm and unrestrained life, just like peonies. I want to get everyone's attention, also willing to share themselves. And some people are introverted, more like a plain chrysanthemum. He doesn't crave attention from the outside world, and he doesn't like to socialize. Then complex socializing, they prefer to be with themselves. Karina Lau and Tony Lung are couples with diametrically opposed personalities. Karina Lau loves to make friends, likes to be lively, and Tony Lung likes to stay quietly. Even when it's okay, I go abroad to feed the pigeons. He can do whatever he wants, but I just don't want to go out into the crowd. For him, socializing is an exhausting thing. He prefers to stay at home rather than walk into the crowd. Sometimes when you get bored, you will get on a random flight, go to the foreign square to feed the pigeons for an afternoon, and then come back. Samuel once said, if the heart has no place to live, everywhere you go is wandering. A person can only see through the true meaning of life to stop wandering. Find your hometown. Simplicity is more than just an option. It is also an attitude towards life. A lot of things are seen through it will become insignificant. The sorrows and joys of this world are just a little fire in the depths of the heart. The time of spring and autumn is also fleeting. Only by calming down can people see through the heat and coldness of the world. A truly sober person is mature and steady in his heart. They never dream. Most people who are loners live calmly because mature enough. So I don't expect a lot from others. Life is nothing more than that. It is not necessary for an individual's decisions about life to be understood by others. The Poland writer Sienkiewicz said, I would rather be an open enemy and not a hypocritical ally. People have only gone through things and stood the test of time. Only then can you tell who is sincere and who is false. After going out into society, many people gradually found out quite a few people are hypocritical and set in person, set behind the scenes. Even the definition of good friends and good classmates is slowly blurring. In the process of repeatedly fighting and interacting with people, they have begun to lose faith in people, recognize the reality. Someone said your ability determines whether you have more or fewer friends. Movie star Rainbow once said, when you are strong, surrounded by good people, when I need you, before and after you saddle your horse, you are vain and wronged. See that you have no use value, will not take the initiative to cater to you, even stomp on you and talk behind your back. He who has seen through all this hates hypocrisy, like authenticity. Don't want to waste time on trivial things. I give up too much contact with others. Everyone has their favorite hobbies, but in order to be gregarious, we always pretend to like it in front of our leaders, colleagues and friends. It's fine if money doesn't matter. Once these hobbies involve money, it will greatly affect your relationship. In the end, it causes a lot of distress and distress. So, not your own circle. Don't squeeze in. It's an outsider to squeeze in. Although the circle is small, it is good to be clean, and it is good to be at the same frequency. Zweig said in When the Stars of Mankind Shine, the greatest luck in life, nothing more than halfway through his life. That is in the prime of his life. Discover your life mission. Most people who have ambitions at an early age have all encountered the heat and coldness of the world. I saw through the cruelty of people's hearts and society. They understand, as long as you can ensure basic interpersonal contacts. If you have financial income, you can other two frequent favors and socializations for yourself. It's just a delay in my own time. It's just a waste of my energy. Nothing substantially helpful to yourself. So, they will spend other people's time wandering. The social arena are used to fulfill their own life mission, only the most important things. It deserves more attention and focus. These people all have high demands on themselves. Unlike the average person, that mission is like some kind of obsession in life, spurs them on, even torments them a lot of the time. We all have an inexplicable emptiness and loneliness after the hustle and bustle, and there is a kind of frustration of wasting time. It's nice to have a lot of people, but we get bored with those ineffective social interactions. A lonely person is often a symbol of a wise person. They know exactly what they really want. I can better understand what it means to travel alone. Even if the eyes of others are different, they are still able to do it without distractions. Be yourself with peace of mind. This attitude to life is cool and chic. It's too tiring to live in someone else's box. Stay true to yourself. Never compromise. Such a life is enviable. Don't be presumptuous. Don't be happy with things, and be sad with yourself. You will be responsible for the consequences of your actions. Even if there are thorns ahead, don't step back. This life is only a few decades. A lot of the time, we don't really know what to expect. Those who seem friendly on the surface, it is a kind of cultivation of being a person and doing things. It is a kind of human character. People in this life, a lot of the time it's just socializing with others. In this life, he is kind and kind. It doesn't matter if you are a person or worker. Be friendly and not deliberate.